Okay, so now, the moment of truth. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna see if we can layer these. We might add in a couple of these smaller ones or cut a few. These might actually be too warm to put our cream in between.
They might melt the cream?
Yeah. Let's give it a try and see. Normally I would say
a soupy mess.
Let's try and see if maybe, if it is, we'll have to cool them for a bit and spread them out.
Show them the ones that I multicast on.
Yeah, I think they're a little warm. They're a little brown, but that's okay. Brown, they're done. So, Sarah, actually, if you want to grab, cooling rack? We'll lay them out on a cooling rack, and then I'll start putting them on.
Okay. So while our red velvet crepes are cooling on their cooling racks, my husband said it was very important to show you how to eat a crepe. Now I know there are different ways of eating it, don't get me wrong, you can do any way you want. This is the way I grew up eating them. This. Maple syrup. Fresh maple syrup made by Tracy's dad in Ontario, and he brings it here. It is for sale here at CFC. So if you wish to purchase maple syrup, fresh maple syrup that's made, you can contact Tracy and she will have it for you. Now, I don't usually use maple syrup because...
Blasphemy!
Maple syrup is actually expensive, right?
It is.
Especially if you have to buy it in a store, it's actually pretty expensive.
Yeah, so did you know that it actually takes 40 gallons of sap to make 1 gallon of syrup? That's how much water you boil out of the sap to make the syrup. So that half a liter times 40 half liters of water, and you get that.
That's kind of crazy.
Fairly laborious intensive. But continue on. Maple syrup is delicious.
So how much is this bottle here?
That bottle right there is $15.
Oh, 15. That's not bad. That's not bad. So I usually just pour a nice little thing of maple syrup. Then you take your fork and your knife, you slide your fork in one end like this. You can see it, like that. And then I just roll it, and roll, and roll, and roll, and roll. Now I just like syrup in my crepes. The rest of my family likes icing sugar. And you can also do jam inside. You, like me and Tracy said, you can do whatever you want inside your crepe. The next day, if there's leftover crepes, I like to warm them up a little bit in the microwave and do the syrup. But when we were kids, my best-in-law used to sprinkle sugar on them and roll them up, and you would just eat them cold. And those were good too. So I am going to eat one with the maple syrup and see what it tastes like.
Utter bliss.
Very good. I have to say, maple syrup adds to it. You could even be like fancy. Like, oh, I'm so fancy.
Oh wait, pour a little bit of jam across it in a diagonal line. Yep, go for it. Come on. Oh, hold on. Hold on. We gotta make this look presentable. I'll show you presentable.
Let me eat another one before she puts the jam on, because I don't care for jam.
Change from jam.
We have to make this all presentable.
Here, presentation, my friends. Do do do.
I'll just eat that too.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, yes.
Okay, we're actually gonna plate one after just to show you, but come on now.
Oh my. And then a berry on top. Put a berry on top. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, a little bit of drizzle of maple syrup.
We're all in here. We don't have to shovel anything.
Oh, now does that not look like a delicious crepe?
There we go. Crepe dessert to eat while we make. Well, while we let our other ones cool, ready to make the cake, which we will do shortly. We're just gonna let Sarah go ahead and eat her crepe.
Eat my crepe.
Okay, we are Should be good. I don't know. I don't know how much to put on. It might end up squishing out. I figure we'll just kind of wing it and see. Technically, usually when you do a cooking class or something like that, you kind of already know the procedure and how you should do it so you can tell other people. But right now you're just cooking along with us because we're just trying.
I don't know what this is gonna look like. It's gonna be interesting. I'm kind of excited to cut it open.
I know, cut it down and then we'll
Yeah.
see what it actually looks like. Should we add in some white ones in between or just keep it going with the pink?
Do whatever we want, can't we?
We could put sprinkles, we could put toffee bits in it.
Oh my. But when it's so, I'm used to eating a crepe that's warm. So this is cold now, right?
Well, cool, but I mean, it's no different, I guess, if you bake a pancake and then come back later and finish your pancake or...
Who's
I
gonna
find
eat all this?
This might come, I don't know, I guess we're hungry, I don't know.
Could eat it later.
Oh, I'll have to clean up my plate.
That looks like a lot.
I know, I was trying to put a little more and then I was like, oh, I got too much. I don't know how much it's gonna squish out. And honestly, I think before you were to cut this, if you let it sit like this in the fridge, you'd have a way nicer cut.
Yes, I think I don't think it would squish out as much.
So maybe I'll have to stick this in the fridge and then come back and cut it. So this is just one batch, right? We did the batch with just the plain white ones there.
Yeah.
And then we did another batch with this. So I mean, easily you could just do one batch if you want. If you wanted to make a full-size cake, I think you'd have to make the double batch.
For sure.
Like we said, we could do a colored one. You could just do one color. You could do no colors. You could do this plain. I was actually thinking of doing a creme brulee with just the plain crepes, which would be good too.
Oh my goodness. On the camera, it looks pretty cool.
Does it?
Yeah.
Not sure how high we should go, but we're almost done with the little ones anyways. Starting to think we might topple over. It's kind of like, well, not Jenga, but what's the building that? We might end up with something similar to the Leaning Tower of Pisa here shortly. But
Leaning Tower of Crepes.
Crepa, Leaning Tower of Crepa.
Crepe.
Right now my kids would be rolling their eyes. What do we think? Is that a good way to end it?
That looks pretty good.
All right, we're gonna pipe some, what do you think, drizzle maple syrup or pipe some whipped cream on top?
I think pipe some whipped cream and drizzle maple syrup.
And then maybe little toffee bits. Okay, stay tuned, we'll be right back.
And go.
Okay, we're just gonna fill a piping bag with a little bit of this cream. Cream and pudding mixture. Just top it up, make it all pretty, then we'll pop it in the fridge for a little bit.
Did you decide toffee bits or no toffee bits?
I don't know, what do you think?
I don't know, toffee bits, I mean, toffee's candy. Can't go wrong with
Oh, we
candy.
could do a little sprinkled maple almond.
Maple almond what?
Little maple almonds.
Oh.
We'll just chop them up and do a little...
Even sprinkles.
I just thought of that, but this would be a little more
Fancy.
matching the flavor and...
Look at this. Oh my.
See how something evolves? We go from let's make some crepes to let's make a crepe cake to let's just
Have fun.
make it all up. Now, put some in the center or leave it open? Put some in the center.
Okay.
There. Now that looks as good as any cake I've made. Well, I don't know, maybe the espresso cake. What do you think, Sarah? Now you can serve this as your birthday cakes.
Yeah.
Instead of making a birthday
I mean,
cake.
it's not like super, what's the word I'm looking for? Unified. Like the crepes aren't unified.
No,
but,
it's a little more rustic.
yeah, but we had fun doing it. I mean, we weren't doing this to try to impress anybody. We were doing this to have fun and show you different ways to make crepes.
We'll do a little drizzle on top of this. Come on.
Oh my. You gotta let it run down the sides a little bit.
Yeah.
That looks delicious.
All right, we're gonna pop this in the fridge, then we'll come back, maybe give it a slice open and see how it stands up. If not, all else fails, you grab a fork.
You start eating.
The reveal time. It hasn't had a lot of time in the fridge, so take that into account. It could probably sit in the fridge for a couple hours, but we're gonna give it a whirl and see if we can't get a piece out of this,
Oh my goodness.
even though it's been in the fridge for just maybe half an hour or so.
Feels like it's cutting nice.
It actually kind of does. I'm kind of surprised, but I don't want to jinx it.
Okay, it's not cutting good.
It's cutting terribly. It might
Terrible.
fall over, but I actually think we might have.
Oh my goodness. Are you gonna say we did this?
I don't know. It's kind of. Let's see if I can get it out. Might need this. Might need the knife. Oh my gosh. Sarah, you should do like a close.
Okay, I'm gonna do it closer.
It actually turned out, guys. Look at that. Who knew? For a couple of people, just winging it.
That looks amazing.
And we've made a beauty cake. All right, I'm gonna lay it down just because that might be best. There we go. Make a couple crepes, turn it into a cake. You could do a different filling if you wanted, but this one actually turned out spectacular.
Yeah,
You can see the layers in between. And we just did the whipped cream and the pudding. You could do a cream cheese filling, you could do marshmallow, you could do all kinds of stuff. But that is our baking skills for today. Thanks for watching. We've created this beautiful crepe cake and crepe slice. So thank you to Sarah for coming in and teaching us how to make crepes.
Thanks for having me.
And Monday Madness, there you go, guys. If you have something that you would like to show us how to make, you want to come on in the kitchen and give us a little tutorial or show us something we can make, contact me. Or send me a video. If you videoed yourself making something, send it to me and we'll see what we can do.